Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. My name is Adam Bergman, and on this channel we're trying to create crypto millionaires. I'm a crypto millionaire loading. Are you also a crypto millionaire loading? And in order to become an actual official crypto millionaire where you have a $1 million or more portfolio when it comes to cryptocurrencies, you need to be able to pick the right cryptocurrencies. Now, I'm not gonna pretend and say that I know what is the greatest cryptocurrency, but I am gonna say on a macro level, a cryptocurrency that has interoperability and the ability to do private, public, government, large corporations, small consumers, and a residual use case is probably going to be a good cryptocurrency to get you to the millionaire status. In today's video, I will be talking about the Quant network, and the native currency of the Quant network is called the QNT token. Now, Quant is an ERC20 play built on Ethereum. Quant is not a blockchain in any way, shape, or form. Quant is its own network. Think about what an operating system like Windows is to computers. This is Quant to cryptocurrency. Quant works in very interesting ways, super transparent and super cool. Quant has something called the over ledger, and over ledger is what allows it to implement this strategy of interoperability between private use cases, hybrid use cases, government use cases, small use cases, and large use cases all alike, which means that whoever uses Quant for whatever use case, you will be able to find what you're looking for using the Quant network. Quant network, very, very simple. You have the over ledger, then you have the core API, then you have the premium API, then you have the Quant developers, and then you have third-party developers. Now, this Quant over ledger allows you to have interoperability by any project that actually uses the Quant network. And then they allow you to do essentially a plug or play template style development for your specific project. They're working with some of the most prominent names in cryptocurrency, as well as some of the largest projects in cryptocurrency. One of the things that Quant likes is residual income. And I believe this is one of the strongest points of Quant Network. When somebody wants to use Quant Network, whether it's the basic, whether it's a premium, or whether it's an upgrade built to suit for your specific enterprise, you need to buy a licensing agreement. You need to buy a license. When you buy a license, whether you're using Quant or you're using fiat, it always trickles down to Quant being locked up. If you're paying in fiat, for example, $1,000 in fiat, this is converted to Quant. Quant is then locked up for 1 year and then is released. By locking up your Quant for a year, this introduces an additional scarcity to the Quant network, to the Quant token. And since you need the Quant token for literally everything that comes along on the Quant network, this brings utility and actual action to Quant network, but specifically for the native currency of the Quant network, the QNT token. Now, Quant Network is introducing a lot of different upgrades coming in 2023 as well as 24, so on and so forth. The good thing about Quant Network, it's not pro-crypto against crypto, pro-government against government, pro-commercial against commercial, pro-decentralized organizations, pro-DeFi, pro-CeFi, pro-TradFi. It is literally for every single possible use case. Whether you're a government, whether you're an institution, whether you're a retail investor, whether you're in academia research, whether you're a completely different blockchain, whether you're a token play, it does not matter. Quant Network has a use case for your specific project. Now, Quant Network currently is trading in around 32nd spot, 33rd spot. That's actually fighting right now with Algorand for who's taking the 32nd spot. It just flipped with Algorand. It's now in 33rd spot, while Algorand's in the 32nd spot, but it did take away the 32nd spot from Algorand for quite a while. Now, Quant is trading at around $120 a Quant. The all-time high was just north of $300 per Quant. And just a couple of months back, Quant had a massive bull run from around that mid-40 ranges all the way up to nearly 200. And now it's staying stable at around this $120 per Quant. I do believe that Quant is a massive opportunity in the future. Quant does have a maximum supply. Quant does have a use case. Quant definitely has utility, and Quant has major demand. On top of the major demand, the more things that you want to do on the Quant network, this increases the demand, and this also increases the scarcity. Because as there's more demand for the Quant network, you need to convert fiat or lock up Quant altogether, and this increases scarcity. And as you increase scarcity, the more people actually use Quant network, the more people get licenses, the more they expand on what they can do and the services offered, the more this is going to increase the price of the Quant token. For a while, I actually did think that Quant was going to move over to the Hedera DLT. This is false. It's not going to happen. I actually spoke to Paulo. He told me that this is not going to be happening. So I tried. I did get an answer, and I'm sharing that with you right now. Gilbert Verdian, who has a lot of experience specifically in Europe when it comes to healthcare and other commerce, released a statement about his outlook for 2023. I want to do a quick abbreviation of what he said and try to give you my opinion about what's happening. The reason why I started this video without actually reading this article is so that you guys can understand what I was saying, that Quant network is for everybody. It's not a DeFi against a CeFi. It's not a pro or against a TradFi. It is literally for every single possible use case you can think of. And as cryptocurrency expands and any type of or any form of utilization of blockchain, DLT, or crypto technology in general, Quant network is probably going to be expanding altogether in itself. And this is one of the reasons why I personally feel that Quant network is going to be a major winner in the next crypto bull run. So this article just came out literally a couple of days ago. It says DLT in 2023 out of the blocks. If you go a little bit lower, they're just talking about the use cases abundant in 2022, but we've only scratched the surface. By we've only scratched the surface, they're talking about cryptocurrency development in general, but more specifically the Quant network as the applicability of this ever-expanding crypto world. Crypto economy is growing. The applicability of the growing Quant network as it pertains to the crypto network, as it pertains to growing DLT, as it pertains to crypto, as it pertains to blockchain, so on and so forth. What's coming down track in 2023 for the interplay between distributed ledger technology and the financial system sector? Gilbert Verdian, our founder and CEO, makes key predictions for the year ahead. There's only around 4 topics. The first one is there will be an agreement that unregulated crypto experiments has failed. So in the future, there will be more regulations when it comes to cryptocurrency. I don't think that anybody can argue against this. I'm going to leave you a copy of this article down below. I don't want to make this boring and just read you word for word what the article is saying. In 2023, the calls for more stringent rules will turn into demands, and governments and regulators will realize they can no longer expose consumers to unsupervised exchanges who seemingly had a license to print money and generate steep losses for those who could least afford it. So, as the regulations are going to come, you're going to need a ability to have oversight. And this is why I'm so bullish on Quant Network. The oversight is, again, private, non-private, government, domestic, and abroad, literally for everybody. And Quant Network is in such a strong position to take advantage, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but to literally utilize the opportunity of this new regulated, growing crypto market. The next thing he says that banks and asset managers will scramble to recruit blockchain specialists. He goes on to say, we've seen established firms like State Street, JP Morgan, and HSBC appoint heads of digital assets and distributed ledger technology specialists as they roll out tokenization projects. 2023 will see these skills increasingly in demand as financial service firms realize the value of blockchain in enhancing their operations and adding new revenue to their bottom line. Blockchain is not scheming the system. Blockchain is not money laundering. Blockchain allows you, quite simply, to write down information and data. And by write down, I mean it becomes immutable on the blockchain. So you can track this down from today to tomorrow to after tomorrow to the end of time. Blockchain as well gives you the ability to do things instantly and at a super blazing speed and super cheap. Nearly free, nearly no energy needed, and nearly instant. That in and of itself makes blockchain a winning formula for big business. And this big business is probably going to be using Quant Network to a large extent. The more they need Quant Network, the more they need blockchain technology, the more Quant Network is going to expand. And this is what I was trying to explain earlier in this video. CBDCs will become politicized, but will ultimately prevail. 19 of the G20 nations, that's 19 out of 20, are now piloting CBDC programs, which means governments will rightly need to address public concerns around individual privacy as part of the broader education around the potential benefits of CBDCs. If you guys don't know what the CBDC is, stands for, it's a central bank digital currency. It's still too early to see how this is going to play into cryptocurrency in our own personal lives. Some people believe this is going to make our lives better. Other people believe this is a severe encroachment on our private life, on our privacy, that they're trying to control every dollar coming in and out of our life, and they could shut down our life at an instant. Probably CBDCs are gonna happen. Probably CBDCs are gonna destroy a lot of lives. But if you could capitalize on this somehow, then you can make this a very lucrative endeavor for yourself. You just gotta get in front of it. Sometimes things that we don't like are inevitable. And instead of fighting it, sometimes you gotta be able to adapt and utilize the situation in front of you. Finally, he talks about the links between chains will be strengthened, improving trust. Cross-chain bridge hacks were sadly commonplace throughout 2022. The estimated losses running to the billions of pounds. Bridges are the way to facilitate the transfer of information and assets from one blockchain to another. And so these hacks threaten public trust in the usefulness of blockchain. In 2023, we will see widespread introduction of some of these cybersecurity principles and safe custody solutions, with regulations catching up. And he's talking about bridges through smart contracts, so on and so forth. One of the things that he's talking about is called state proofs and snark proofs. State proofs and snark proofs is technology that Algorand came up with, the Algorand blockchain. I am very, very big when it comes to Algorand, if you guys have been on any one of my channels. But there is technology that's evolving daily, whether it's Quant Network, whether it's Algorand, whether it's a Hedera, or any other of the dozen or so good cryptocurrency projects. There's of course very shit crypto projects, but there are so many good, great, bright crypto projects that show so much ridiculous promise in the future. Guys, the whole point of this video was to tell you this. Quant Network is going to be at the forefront, in my personal opinion, when it comes to cryptocurrency and interoperability and everything that I just mentioned in this article. Again, it's not about cryptocurrency versus the world when it comes to Quant Network. It's literally about how can Quant Network be applicable for the project that you're doing. No matter what project it is, as long as it has something to do with cryptocurrency, blockchain, DLTs, so on and so forth. Guys, thank you so much. I very much appreciate your time. Please, if you guys want some more information, you guys want some more videos, click on the link down below. Thank you and have a great day.